Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maritzah if you are new here, and today I'm going to be trying out the Win Beauty Featuring You Hydrating Skin Enhancing Tint. It is Serena Williams' makeup line, and this is the skin tint that she was able to come out with. And first things first, Serena, do you get to keep my money or do we need to talk? That is the most important question of today's video. Also, I do want to point out, please make sure you're turning my videos on 1080p. I upload in HD. Make sure you're going to advanced settings and turning the video onto 1080p so that way you are watching the video in HD. Now that we got that out of the way, today I'm going to be trying out the skin tint because I'm on a skin tint journey right now. I am looking for the perfect skin tint or tinted moisturizer that allows me to just do a nice little makeup thing so I can go ahead and take content pictures, because not every picture needs a full beat, right? And sometimes I don't have the time to do a full beat, especially when I'm out doing, content pictures and scouting and what have you. I just need something to make me look good and photo ready. So the goal is to see if this is photo ready. There will be a wear test, but it won't be based off of longevity. It's going to be based off of photo finish and just how my face looks taking pictures inside and outside, and if this is worth keeping. So Serena, I'm going to put you to the test. I'm going to see if this is worth it. And if not, I got to take her back. But if you guys want to see how this product works for me, if it is the go-to for what I'm looking for, go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do that, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. And let's get right into today's video. Oh my God, I wish I could talk. Let's get right into today's video.
If I gotta choose me, I won't be afraid to. If I gotta choose me, I gotta do what I gotta do.
I'm currently in between hairstyles, as you can see, and I hit this wall often and it's really frustrating. So this time I thought I'd keep going without a haircut, without a new wig. I'm just gonna keep going. As you guys know, today we are gonna be trying out the Win Beauty Hydrating Skin Enhancing Tint by Serena Williams. I will say, finding my shade in this was very interesting, because the way that Serena and her team lists the undertones is very different than what I'm used to. The undertone that I picked up is not an undertone I typically pick when it comes to a foundation or a tinted moisturizer. We'll get into that in a second, but I just wanted to read to you guys what's on the box. This skin tint imparts a naturally radiant finish with light buildable coverage and broad spectrum protection. Truly Unstoppable Hydroplex. That's the name of the skin tint. It's called Truly Unstoppable Hydra Complex. Provides skin with up to 72 hours of hydration, light buildable coverage, naturally radiant finish, suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin, my kind of people, because I have sensitive skin. It's a cruelty-free formulation. So I have the shade 345, which is the shade Flow. It was a very interesting journey finding my match, because the way Serena and her team list the undertones is very different than what I'm used to, because the undertone that I have in this is not what I usually get in foundations. Usually I go for something that is more so warm, or depending on how a brand lists a slightly red undertone, it might go under cool, but for my shade, it was medium deep with olive undertones. Now, I don't think I have olive undertones. I would have never thought that, but this is the shade that actually matched me when I did a color matching at Ulta, so this is the one I went with. I will say, it says, for the directions, it says, for best results, shake before use, apply with fingertips or a brush or a sponge, building to the desired coverage. So we're just gonna shake this up a little bit. So yeah, I would have never thought olive undertones, because I've never picked up any sort of complexion product in that category ever. Like, when I see the word olive, I just keep moving because I know that's not me, but for this, I'm an olive undertone. So I'm just going to show you guys a swatch. It's a pump, by the way. This retails for $30. Doesn't need to, it needs to turn. It retails for $30. So this is the shade here, the back of my hand. Just gonna swatch it on my face, just so you guys can get an idea. Now it looks pretty light, but compared to my neck, it's a little bit closer to my neck than anything else. And that's what I was going for. Now the shade underneath this was too red, and that's a problem I find in a lot of foundations, or me being shade matched in stores like Ulta or Sephora. They tend to give me a foundation that's too red for me, and I'm not that red. I do have a red undertone around the perimeter of my face, but I'm not that red. So as you can see, it does match my neck pretty well. Matches me pretty well. My face is a lot more red just because I'm out in the sun a lot more often, and usually my neck and chest are covered, but my arms and my face, t-shirt season, they get darker. My neck does get a little bit dark, but not like my face, so that is why my neck is a little bit lighter than my face, but I think that's a pretty good match. So I also want to introduce a new product that I use as my base even when I wear foundation, which is the Glow Recipe Strawberry Smooth BHA plus AHA Salicylic Serum. I love this. I use it every time I'm about to put on foundation. So in the past couple videos you see my face, I've used this before putting on foundation. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do one side with Hydro Grip and one side without Hydro Grip, just to see what it looks like without a primer. I'm not going to do like an 8-hour wear test because it is a tinted moisturizer. It's a skin tint, so I'm not looking for longevity anyway. I just want to see which side looks better when it comes to the finish. I don't necessarily care about longevity. I care more so about the final result. So the wear test will essentially be like maybe a 3-hour wear test, if that. I just want to see what the face looks like after I'm done, and for, you know, an hour or two, see which one looks the best, because I do want to have a skin tint that I can just wear for like pictures instead of doing just like a full beat. Some pictures don't require a full beat, right? Some outfits you just want to look like you have just a nice flawless base, you have a little bit of makeup on, and that's it. But you don't want something so heavy as a foundation, right? So that's essentially why I'm on the skin tint journey. So I wanted to try Win first. Like I said, I'll try Fenty next. And I think there's another brand I'm gonna try. There's one more, there's 3, and I wanna see which one out of the 3 is the best. I think it's maybe Bliss Beauty. I forget the third one. We'll get to that video when I get to the third one, but for right now we're gonna focus on Win. I'm gonna get this side off just because I wanna put down this Glow Recipe product first, and then we're gonna jump into actually putting on the product, how I feel about it. I will say right now it feels like nothing's on my skin, and that's how it felt when I was in Ulta. My skin didn't react in like any sort of itching or anything like that. I left it on my face for the rest of the night. My skin wasn't bothered by it, and you always want to remember, always take this advice from me, if you're trying any complexion product, especially like a foundation or a skin tint, and your like skin starts to feel itchy or there's burning, take it off, or it feels heavy, that product is not for you. It's not, just return it, throw it away, something. But once it feels heavy, or it feels like there's something on your skin, or you're itching, or there's burning, get it off. That's not the product for you. I don't care how viral it is. I don't care how popular, well, viral and popular, kind of one and the same, right? I don't care how much you think you're gonna love it. It's not for you, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get to actually applying this base. So starting off with the Glow Recipe, sometimes I do 2 pumps. I just do 2 pumps now. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I just do 1, but I really love this. It just smooths out my face so much. You can do, I would say 2 pumps is a good max. Just make sure you get every part of your face. I'm gonna let that absorb for a little bit. And then, like I said, one side Milk Hydro Grip, another side without it. I'm gonna use my fingers to blend it in instead of a brush. I wouldn't recommend using a sponge because a sponge soaks up product, right? And this is already light coverage, so like, you're not gonna get a lot of, you're gonna reduce the amount of coverage that you're supposed to get with this if you use a brush. So the right side is going to be Hydro Grip, the left side, no Hydro Grip. I'm not gonna do like super color correcting. I'm just going to put down my concealer. Now I am gonna put Hydro Grip underneath my under eye on my left side because I always do that. That just helps my concealer adhere better. That's something I'll never not do. I don't care what the product is, my under eyes need it. So I always do that. but for the rest of my face, there isn't gonna be no hydro grip. This is just literally for the concealer. While that is getting tacky, I'm gonna be taking the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer in 540, like I always do. Actually, I said like I always do, but this is kind of a new step because this is a new product. And I'm just gonna put some here, just to get rid of some of that hyperpigmentation. Now, with your concealer and complexion product, always give it a little bit of time to dry down a little bit, so that way you're not just pushing product around. Just allow it some time to build up to its coverage. Now, because this is a light tinted moisturizer and I don't want my upper lip to be dark, that is why I am applying the concealer. Because the tinted moisturizer is like coverage, I just know it's not going to cover it like I would like it to, because nothing ever really fully covers my upper lip hyperpigmentation. So I'm just covering my bases, all pun intended. So the directions say to shake this before applying. Always shake your complexion products anyway, but all right, we're gonna do one pump. That was like a pump and a half. I'm gonna do the dot method like I always do. One pump and a half is not enough. I'm just placing it like where I would foundation. Okay, I lied. I'm not using my fingers. I don't like when my fingers are dirty. So I'm gonna use my regular foundation brush. All right, my brush is dry now. So I'm just gonna blend it. That's so pretty. I will say this is very pretty. Very, very pretty. And just look how like the Glow Recipe, like, I don't know, it just gives a nice little flawless smooth to everything. This brush is still a little wet. That's annoying. I don't know if that's gonna change anything, but it's a little wet still. I think that looks pretty good. I want to add just a little bit more here. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. For the rest of my face, I'm just gonna do like concealer, a little bit of bronzer, like powder bronzer, and then some blush, like keeping it super, super natural. And like my regular concealer, like just a little bit of a brightening concealer. Just want to blend this area here, just because they're a little bit deeper. The concealer, I just wanted to blend this area here just because the concealer is a little bit deeper than the actual skin tint, so I just wanted to make sure there's like no lines of demarcation there. But this looks pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this all off camera. You guys know how to apply concealer, you know how to apply blush, all of that, and I'll be back so you guys can see what the final look looks like. Do some setting sprays and then wear test. This is the final face. I actually really like it. I like the way everything blends together. It looks very natural, very subtle, very pretty. Definitely like a no makeup kind of look. It is currently 2:02. I was listening to music. Can we talk about how You're So Beautiful is like a classic from Empire? Like, I'm sorry, Empire music kind of hit a little bit. I know, well, when I used to be on Twitter used to be like, oh, this is Empire music or whatever. Like, Empire music was high key hitting, okay? Not even low key, high key hitting. But let me go ahead and set my face. So I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Setting Spray. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. give that a nice little sit. I typically go in with the one size and I have a video coming up about how I feel about this. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to use the Surreal Skin Setting Spray and just let that do what it needs to do. But overall, I really do like the look of this. The feel, like on my actual skin, feels fine. It feels like there's nothing on there with all the product being there. I like it. I really do. I really like this. It's just to see, you know, what it looks like in pictures, what it looks like, you know, after an hour or two, because, you know, when you are taking pictures, you know, you might have to drive to a location, sunlight, you gotta wait for it, you know, to hit just right. So all of those things will matter to see if I will keep this skin tint or not. But so far, Serena, I don't know, you might be able to keep my money. I might keep this, I don't know. But we have to see what the pictures look like. So again, it's currently 2:02. I will take some pictures about an hour or two, some inside with sunlight and then some outside with sunlight, because a lot of the pictures I need to take are outside. So I will do a check-in and show you guys some of the pictures I was able to take, and then we'll close out this video. Alright guys, this is my face. I actually really like this tinted moisturizer. I think Serena did a good job. My eyes did water from the wind outside. It's very windy outside today. And my face, this side, it looks fine. Like, it doesn't look like I had any tear streaks or anything like that. It feels like there's nothing on my face at all. I do feel like I look a little bit aged because I didn't put like under eye highlight underneath my eyes. So I feel like it ages my face a little bit when I don't do a bright highlight, but overall I like the skin tint. So Serena, you do get to keep my money, okay? You won. You won, all pun intended. But I will show you guys clips of my face throughout the day. It does look good. It does look good in sunlight. Indoor pictures I'm not fond of the most. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Pretty neutral about it. But outside in the sunlight, which is where I will be spending most of my content pictures, it does look pretty nice. So I'm not truly all that mad at it, and I think the shade is perfect. It's a perfect shade match. So olive undertones, if that is what I am, honey, I will take it because this looks good. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys, you know, who are interested in Win Beauty, you guys, this kind of helps you out a little bit. Like I said, be sure to play around with the shades because, again, I would have never thought I was an olive undertone, but that's what I'm classified under. So don't be afraid to kind of explore the shade range a little bit. And that is it for today's video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. The sun just changed, so now I look different. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.